Hi guys, welcome back to the Spanish homestead. Lovely 20 degrees here today. So today we're going to be doing a little tour around the garden, show you around, show you what we've got planted out. But before we get into that, look what arrived this week. Grounded. Liz Zorab's book. Liz Zorab has her own YouTube channel. She wrote this book and it's 5 years of growing. She's gone into her 5th year this year on the property. Now I've had a quick flick through the whole book and I've started reading it, and it is a really good book to read. There's loads of information in there on everything from permaculture to keeping chickens and ducks to building stuff out of recycled materials. Also there's a little bit about her in there as well. In fact, there's quite a lot about her and her husband and how they've grown something that came from a paddock all the way up to what she has now. So I'd really recommend going over to Liz's channel, having a look at her channel, but even better, order the book. It's some really good reading for these winter months. Says me that's sitting in the sun reading it. But yeah, there we go. I'm going to leave all the links for the book, her website, Facebook and her YouTube channel down in the description. Right, so let's get into a tour around garden in February in Spain. So here we are guys, this is the top garden. A lot of it you've seen in the last one. Not much has changed up here by these 3 beds. We've got a whole bed of beetroot planted, whole bed of salad, and this one is cabbages, fennel and celery, just some leftover plugs that we had, so we've just put them in. The beets, these are the beetroots that we had planted in before Christmas. They're swelling up nice now. We've been using the leaves for our mixed salads. Red cabbage, they're starting to really come up nicely now. The leaves are starting to get attacked around the edge, and all the sand, we had a sandstorm last week. And we've got Swiss chard, our kale. This is starting to come back to life now. It stopped growing because we had such a cold spell in January, but it's starting to sprout up again now, so it won't be long and we'll be picking that again. Leeks, we've obviously picked the old leeks that went in originally. These were the new ones, which, as you can see, still got a bit of growing left in them yet. The beans, are coming to an end now. We've been picking these for about 8 weeks, 9 weeks now. There's a little bee. I like seeing bees. But there's still some on them. But they are coming to the end. Spinach, that's more or less finished now. We're not using this for our veg boxes, we are literally just picking this for ourselves. It's more or less done. That was where the broccoli was, that's done. Obviously there's a few beds missing. We actually took them for another project, which you'll see later in the video. Herb bed. The mint. Beneath all these weeds, I do need to start weeding again, but the mint is starting to pop back up, so we'll get that weeded. I also want to dig some up because I want to try and propagate it. Carrots are starting to come up nicely now. There, I can't maybe be able to see them, just see the tops of them down there. So we have been picking a couple, just using them in the house. Celery, that's more or less picked now. We've got a couple left. Not very big ones, but there's a couple left in there. As you can see, there's a few changes. We actually taken one of the goats' paddocks back. My little helper here with me today. You come in. So, yeah, we've built this archway, all built out of pallet wood. The beds, they were given to us a few months back. So they're all filled up now, ready to go. We actually laid the bottom of them with cardboard, put some old bedding out of the goat shed in, and then topped it off with soil. So, but yeah, we've got all this extra land now to plant up. In that corner there, there's going to be a greenhouse. Roughly that size. We just put the wood out just to try and work out the size. So these are our leeks that we've got in at the moment. The radishes, they've all germinated now. They've all come up. So they should start coming along nicely. And all that mixed salad that we bought for like €10. We've got 2 rows in here, and I actually gave a lot of it away as well because we had nowhere to plant it at the time. Red onions. These are kaboli, so they've not started to swell up yet, but they are putting on some growth, which is always good. We have our beetroot. We've got the cauliflower. And we've got more onions in here. And got our red cabbage. And then what Sebastian is playing with there are our Lady Rosetta potatoes. Now I just want to show you, this is the difference. So these ones here are Lady Rosetta, which is what's in the 2 rows, the one where Sebastian's digging them up. Hey. Where these ones, if you can see, are ones that we got given off a farmer, which we just finished the row off with. And you can actually see the difference in the leaf. So it'll be interesting to see which one gives us a better yield. And so in these beds, we've got our Swiss chard that goes up. We weren't actually sure what we was going to do with this land, so when we prepped these beds, I left this bit of land and I decided to plant it up anyway. So that's Swiss chard in there. And then these 2 beds is a mixture of cauliflower, broccoli and kaboli. It was just a mixed tray of stuff that we had. And then we've got our peas. No, sorry, French bean. And then there's French beans in this one, which we put in. They've not germinated yet. And then we've got peas that run along the fence, which are just starting to germinate in places. And there's the odd tomato plant. We had some random tomato plants that we just put in, see if they go. There's the orange trees. You see there's not many oranges on them this year, and the ones that are on, they're not very good, very hard. They're okay for juicing, but I wouldn't really say eating them. But we're starting to get the blossom on for next year. This is all down to the floods, because last year's crop was ruined due to the floods. Our plum tree. The plum tree starting to come into blossom now. We got a few plums off it last year. I'm hoping this year now we could get quite a few. This is like 4 years old now, this tree. Hopefully this year we'll get a nice little crop off this tree. Now into the lemon grow. Now, we had the tractor come in the other week, and he's gone up and down and cleared up and down inside. We've actually managed to find a company to come in March to pick all the lemons for us. And as you can see, there is a lot of lemons. Once the company's been in and picked all the lemons, we'll go around and we'll really clear underneath the trees. There's a few that are dead, and then we're going to start replacing them. So I think in total we've got 50 or 55 trees, I think it was, that had died. We've cut a lot out already, but as you can see, there's still a few. This is another one that we've lost. So, and there was 2 more there that have gone. There's quite a few that we've lost. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. There's not much going on at the minute out here. Obviously over the next few months we'll be getting a lot more stuff in, a lot more stuff growing. We're going to be building a greenhouse, so we're doing videos on that. So yeah, we hope you're all having a good one wherever you are, and we'll see you on the next one.